Welcome back. In this video, I wanted to show you the top stock within aerospace and defense that I've determined by looking at the industry through a stock screener, then looking at the top stocks and valuing those top stocks and determining what I think each stock is worth, seeing which one has the best discount, potentially the best upside going forward. All four stocks are stocks that I do not own. Potentially, I might buy one going forward. And the companies I'll cover is Raytheon Technologies, Lockheed Martin, L3Harris, and Textron. Nice cross-section of the industry, going from the industry's biggest market cap to a smaller cap in Textron. The idea came up out of a suggestion by one of the community members who suggested I look at Lockheed Martin, which I did. And I found it really interesting. I thought it'd be worth it to look at the industry more broadly, specifically because this is a defensive sector, defensive industry. If we see any type of pullback in stocks, this industry is probably going to do well. It's probably going to have gradual appreciation and pay dividends. It's great to see other stocks like technology stocks really flourish for 2 years. And it's great to see those stocks do great. But as a 56-year-old investor, I too look for more stable stocks that are probably going to be there for 2025 and 2026. And I think that this industry can certainly be a winning industry for the next 2 years. Let's take a closer look. I wanted to invite you to become a community member and participate in member-only events like a stock investor workshop each Saturday, as well as an investor call each Sunday. I think it's well worth the subscription you would pay because you'll advance your knowledge of investing in stocks, and you'll also be able to hear from other investors on how they're investing and pick up good ideas that could really benefit your portfolio. You can get more details on becoming a member in the video description, and I appreciate your consideration. There are 75 stocks in the aerospace and defense industry, and that is within the industrial sector. And I used a stock screener and sorted to get the best companies ranked by the forward PE, trying to get the lowest PE that we are seeing in 2025, as well as the best ratio to free cash flow. And out of that particular screen, I was able to lock in on RTX Corporation, Lockheed Martin, L3Harris, and Textron. So I'm going to go through and value each company and share with you what I think either the discount or premium available on each stock is. And then come back and summarize with the ranking that I believe is in place for these four stocks, from the best stock down to the worst stock. RTX has the biggest market cap of the four stocks that I'm looking at $158 billion. It has really good cash flows, but it has gone up in value over the past year, which has really raised that stock price. Overall, based on cash flows, it's actually priced at a premium of 36%. It does have a discount when you just look at earnings per share, but I blend the two and put more weight in the free cash flow method. And I actually see that RTX is being sold at a premium of 20%. Looking at Lockheed Martin, it has a market cap of $129 billion. And it too has very good cash flows and hasn't had such a rise in the stock for the past year. And that might be an opportunity, because when I calculate the intrinsic value of the cash flows I expect from Lockheed Martin, I get a 15% discount. Earnings per share reveal a 7% discount. When I blend the two, I get to a 12% discount on Lockheed Martin. Textron is the smallest of the companies I'm looking at. It has a market cap of $15 billion. And this company has seen the least amount of appreciation over the past year. And it is discounted by 22% if I look at the cash flows of the company and discount those cash flows to today's value. The earnings per share is going to be terrific going forward. It actually has a discount of 88% if you look at the earnings per share. When I blend the two, I get to a 44% discount available on Textron, which is an attractive discount. And the final company that I'm looking at is L3Harris Technologies. And it has a market cap of $46.9 billion. This is the mid cap of the lot of stocks that I'm looking at. Its balance sheet has debt to EBITDA above 3. It's actually at 3.5. And that is the riskiest balance sheet that we have of the lot. Therefore, I increased the discount rate since it is a higher risk stock. and I want a higher rate of return. When I do that, the value of the cash flows that L3 Harris will produce is sold at a premium of 35%. The earnings per share looks good at 25% discount. But when I blend the two, I get to a 15% premium that one has to pay to buy LHX stock. So here's my ranking from best to worst. The best opportunity for me is Textron. I believe the stock is discounted by 44% and it's a buy. 9 analysts cover the stock, and those 9 analysts on stockanalysis.com believe it's discounted by about 25%. So I agree with them that it's discounted and that's a good buy. Lockheed Martin is the second best stock. It's also discounted, not as much as Textron. I would rank it either a buy or a hold, not quite as attractive as Textron. 11 analysts on Stock Analysis cover this stock. It's a buy and it's discounted by 14%, according to those analysts. RTX is in third place, and I believe it's being sold at a premium of 20%. Therefore, I would either sell that stock or just hold it. I don't currently own it, but that would be my opinion on it. And 15 analysts cover the stock on Stock Analysis. It's a buy, but it's discounted only 10.68%. And in fourth place, and I put them in fourth place principally because their balance sheet is the riskiest, and it actually doesn't qualify under my criteria. I want debt to EBITDA to be less than 3, and their debt to EBITDA is 3.5. And in fourth place is L3 Harris. It is being sold at a 15% premium. It's a sell, maybe a hold. And 13 analysts cover this stock, and they believe it's a buy, but it has the least discount, the lowest discount available of all 4 stocks. So that is my ranking. My number one stock is Textron, and I'm going to do some more diligence on it and potentially buy into this stock going forward. So just a disclaimer is I'm an individual investor. I like sharing my experience on YouTube. I am not recommending you buy any of the stocks I just covered. I don't recommend you sell them. I don't provide any financial advice. I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinions, and I hope you find them interesting. So that's my review of the top aerospace and defense stock, and I hope you found it interesting. Thank you.